Live. And we're going to go live on Instagram too. Good morning. If you're watching the replay, hello, Founders Chat Friday morning. Okay, we are live on Instagram. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Good morning. All right, let's share this one out. I'm a few minutes late. I am my boyfriend. Oh, I just called my boyfriend. My husband always calls me during these live chats. Hold on one second. I am on a live. I can't talk, or I will. Hold on, or I will have to cut the live. All right. Okay, he saw that. Okay, husband, no longer boyfriend. All right, let me share this one out. Pardon to be a few minutes late. I decided to shower. Have so much to do and just I'm not feeling well today. I'm officially saying I'm not feeling well. Okay, so either that or because I am now mixing decaf and regular coffee, I'm just not awake. It's one of those. Happening now. Join in this Friday morning. I hope everyone is feeling good. The fall sickies are upon us, and it's the worst when you wake up and you're like, I'm not feeling my best. Okay. Join in this Friday morning. Okay. All right, quickie announcements to anyone who sees it. Hi, guys. Good morning. Elsie's in the DR, live from the Dominican Republic. That is so cool. Hi, Maria. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So we'll wait a few more minutes here and see if we can get to 10 before I get this party rolling. We are going to obviously review the calendar. I'm going to share with you guys a few changes that are happening to our Facebook community, whether you're involved or not. I think it's good for you guys to know. Well, actually, no, it's very important for everyone to know, because you can buy and sell in our Facebook community. So I will be discussing that. And then reminding you guys that next Thursday, we have our first ever educational sellers chat, so to speak, on Thursday, 9/24 at 6 p.m. with Diana of Arctic Angels Treasures. I've scheduled that, so it is in the feed. We're getting really, really, really excited for that. I think it's going to be a really positive experience and will set us off for more education in the community. Yes, all the beauty and sunshine. I know I have not been to the Dominican Republic personally. Trying to think, I guess my last time in the Caribbean was I went to Turks and Caicos in 2019. Yeah, wow, time has flown by. It's really hot here. It's too hot. Too hot. Someone sings that. Who sings that song? Someone tell me. Probably 80s song. Good morning, Jen. Jen's Vintage Wonderland in the house. All right, so let me just do one more quickie announcement before we get started. Hello, Vintage Jewelry Addicts. I love when you guys Earth, Wind, and Fire. Is that an Earth, Wind, and Fire song? Jay, I love you. Too hot, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Yes, you're right. No. Well, Kool and the Gang, but I don't know if that's the one I'm thinking of. Hold on. I have to listen to this. Hold on. Is this it? I just created an echo. I think this is it. Yeah. Do you guys hear it? Hold on. This is too hot. Elsie, this is your theme song. I am so off track this morning. Kool and the Gang, Too Hot, 1979. This is Elsie's theme song for the TR. I hope that YouTube didn't just like cancel that stream because I'm playing copyright music, but whatever. Okay, it is. It's a great song. Too hot, too hot. All right, so we just started our Friday morning on a great note. Music always sets the tone for me. Just let me share this in our live sale announcements. Friday morning founders chat has kicked off. And then we're going to go over our schedule, which is really exciting because we actually have another round of I'm calling them double header live sales. So essentially the seller is live twice in the weekend, which is amazing because, hey, they're paying for their membership for weekend live sales. And if they want to do a back-to-back, that just means they can tell their audience, hey, make sure you check me out tomorrow night. We had that happen last weekend. Debbie hosted a back-to-back live sale, and I believe Amy did, or it was the weekend before that, Amy of South Jersey Mama. So this weekend, and she's in the chat now, is Jay of That Jade Peacock. She'll be hosting 2 live sales, and Kristen of Keenly Kristen will be hosting 2 live sales this weekend. So if you guys are sellers and you want to sell on the weekend, just know we have plenty of spots for you because obviously we are double booking, which is great. Obviously, I want everyone to have a spot, but when it gets closer to the weekend, if there's still spots available, that's what we do. We say, hey, do you want to host another live sale? Do you want to make more money? Do you want to, be live longer so that you can reach new customers and returning customers? So with all that said, let's get started with our schedule. The Android app. So Jen, I don't have my I need to always have a notepad and paper. I'm screenshotting that. Technically, you can go live with Android. It's just sort of like a if you want to basis, because that app does not have the listing and you can't shop. So it's not for everyone. It's just for live sellers. So Jen, yeah, let me DM you after this and then we can get you set up with that app. I don't think there's any bugs, but if there are, we just ask that you let us know so that we can tell district. But there's a reason they haven't released the Android app to everyone. I am sure. I was hoping it was coming this month as well, but our Android sellers can sell. You can sell live. You just can't list with the app and you can't shop with the app. So let's get you started because if you want to sell, we want you to sell. We want you to be live. We've accepted a ton of new sellers. If you are listening to this live or later, we want you to get started. Jamie does an amazing job. She reviews your application. She messages you ASAP. Check your messages because you get the next instructions. It's very easy here. We're very hands-on. Elsie is leaving the chat. We love you, Elsie. Thank you so much. I told Elsie that she can go live and share the market with us or share any jewelry finds that she finds. So she might be going live from the DR in the next few days. I told her, hey, just do it. We support that. Okay, so I'm seeing if there's any other questions. I don't believe so. Okay, so let's get started with our schedule. So if you guys are on the newsletter, and I will reshare that again today. Our newsletter sends on Friday. It did not send last Friday because I was really busy, but I sent it this morning. And that's really helpful because you get in the morning our live sales schedule for the weekend. We also, and I will scroll down really quickly, we highlight some of our favorites, our current favorites. I'm trying to think of anyone here. No, I don't think anyone's pieces. I don't think anyone in the chat. I don't think I featured anyone's pieces. And then we also link to the trending, the just listed, and the hot deals. And this changes on the homepage pretty much every day, I'm pretty sure. So our schedule, so you guys can see it. We have an earlier schedule today, which is amazing. We have 4 live sellers today. I want to give her a special shout out. Maria of Maria Luna Magica is back today, Friday, September 20th at 5 p.m. Okay, Maria has some fantastic items. I showcased a few of them. I believe this past Monday or last Monday, Maria is a subscriber. That's how she can host live sales on the weekend. It's only $6.99 a month to do that. So please subscribe if you're interested. This will be, I believe, Maria's 3rd live sale with us or 4th live sale with us. So definitely Maria is going to be kicking us off strong today at 5 p.m. Tune in. Followed by Cherie of French Rose Vintage at 6:30. she wrote in the chat earlier this week that she went on a thrifting bonanza spree, if that even makes sense. It does in my head. And so she has a lot of new goodies for us. I believe she said even some jewelry cases. So she'll be live at 6:30, followed by Kristen. She'll start to sell around 7:40. Oh, I just realized that time is wrong. Kristen will need to be live at 8. Ooh, I'll have to change that around. Sorry, guys. Or maybe she'll just be live at, yeah. Okay. Let me make sure that this is organized. Debbie, I might move you up a little bit, or you just go live early and then you're just blending in with Kristen. That might make sense, actually. And then you just sell into the night. But Kristen will be live at some point, 7:40 or 7:30. And this is her part 1 of her doubleheader live sales this weekend, followed by Debbie of Gypsy Warrior Artist Dealer. She's been holding strong the 9 p.m. slot, or the final slot of Friday nights, which means you can shop from her into the late night. Some of you guys really amaze me how long you sell. I'm blown away because I'm very tired. I'm very tired. Awesome. Thank you so much, Debbie. Yeah, I might just have you stick to the same time. I'll have Kristen go live closer to 8. And then you guys will just blend in a little bit, right? You'll just kind of have like a 15-minute blend, if that makes sense. Not quite sure why that got jumbled, but that's fine because I like having 4 live sellers. Okay, so tomorrow, kicking us off in the chat is Jay of That Jade Peacock. All right. Jade comes to us with some amazing pieces. I actually wore one of her bracelets for my wedding on Tuesday. I saw that bracelet in her live sale and was like, what? Need it. It's a beautiful rhinestone bracelet. It is, I believe, about 80s, 90s. Looked amazing. Thank you so much, Jay. Followed at 7:40 will be Jamie of That Flippin' Boutique. She made her live sale return. She took a short break last night. She crushed it. She will be back tomorrow for our middle slot. And our final live seller of the night is Diana of Arctic Angels Treasures. Guys, Diana always has incredible pieces. And she will be giving us some of her wisdom next Thursday, 9/24 at 6 p.m. in our first community educational series, sort of, Q&A conversation. I will share more about that momentarily. And then Sunday, Melody of Melody Jones at 6:10. Then Jay is back at 7:40. So that is her second live sale of the weekend. And then Kristen is back at 9:10. And that is her blah, blah, blah. What is that? Second live sale of the weekend. She will be finishing us out Sunday night. So that means that we have 10 live sales scheduled for this weekend, which is unbelievable. And remember, guys, that our final live sellers of the night, even though Debbie might start around 9:15 tonight, she might be selling until 11:30, midnight. It just depends on her energy. So definitely don't hesitate popping in later, especially if you're PST, because we do run on the EST time zone in this community. And the same with Diana, and the same with Kristen. And I wanted you guys to know, if you're not aware, you always know that we have someone live because this says live and then it shows all the way down here. And this is desktop. I think if there's more than one seller, there's multiple sort of thumbnails showing here. And then if you click this open, you can actually see who is live. And if there's multiple people selling live at the same time, then they will all show up in a row. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, Jen. Okay, good, Jamie. Did Kristen schedule for 9:30? If so, that makes sense. I might have wrote, oh, never mind. Debbie, you're fine. You know what happened, Debbie? I just wrote the wrong time in my newsletter. This is all good. Oh, I see. She has 6. Okay. I might have Cherie start at 6:30 then. That way we're good. I don't know if Cherie's in the chat, but I will message you. There we go. All right, that works. Yeah, I just wrote it wrong in my newsletter, but approximately. Okay, guys. So, yeah, Debbie, you're fine. You're good. You're good. All right. I'm seeing if I missed anything. All right, Jen, thank you so much. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Yeah. And then we'll have everyone 90 minutes apart. In the future, we might be doing more crossover lives. They are hard to organize. I tried to do that for September, but it did not work out very well. It was harder than I realized with the Calendly. Their software is not, it's a big puddle of frustration, essentially. So keeping it 90 minutes apart means that then it doesn't overlap on my calendar. And then that means that the slots don't disappear, because when it overlaps, then the slots disappear and, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, technology frustrations. Okay, hold on. I just got a message about my other business. Sorry, guys. It's just another manic Friday. They just messaged the app that they are outside. Okay. All right, we're back. We're back. So I want to talk to you guys. If you are not active or using our Facebook group, we are really going to begin pushing that because our Facebook community is so large, and there hasn't been like a very clear or at least consistent pipeline between the Facebook community and our VintageJewelryAddicts.com community. Our Facebook community, we have about 18,000 members, and we have allowed, or at least built a business around, hey, if you want to post here without using District, without using VintageJewelryAddicts.com, it is a monthly fee. Now, that monthly fee was very small, but people were taking advantage of it. And, there's been a lot of success. But long story short, we want to make things easy. We want to make things, really all about VintageJewelryAddicts.com, as opposed to having two separate selling businesses. So starting October 15th, the only way you can sell in the Facebook group of 18,000 members is if you use the District links. But I want you guys who are our VintageJewelryAddicts.com sellers to know that you can always take your District links. You can always promote your live sales in the Vintage Jewelry Addicts group. But if you haven't already started to do that, we really want to encourage you to do that, because now, starting October 15th, the group will make a lot more sense, especially in the weeks after October 15th, because everyone will be, oh, okay, there's a link. I'm going to click it. I'm going to go to this platform and purchase. We, as the admins, are going to also, in addition to promoting your listings on the page using magic comments, we're going to begin building albums in the Facebook group. So what that looks like is like, there'll be a bracelet album, there'll be a necklace album, there'll be a rings album, there'll be a Bakelite album, there'll be an Art Deco album. And we're going to put the links and the photos to your items there and promote them. And we want you guys to also feel like, I can make an album about my listings, so I can continue to add to my album. What is so great about the links is that if someone clicks the link and it's sold, it shows them that it's sold. So we, as the admins, we don't really have to go back and like clean things up. It just means that people see that it's sold. Of course, maybe there'll be like some cleanup every few months, but we really want to begin to just create this like two-way street between the Facebook community and VintageJewelryAddicts.com. If you are a member, a subscribing member, all of your live sales on the weekends are automatically streamed to our Facebook page. And occasionally we do move someone from that Facebook page to District, which has been really great. We want to continue to do that and to really just set the foundation so that is what's expected. It's like we host our live sales on VintageJewelryAddicts.com and we sell our items on VintageJewelryAddicts.com. This group is for us to promote them and for you guys to have access to them in a different way. So we really need our sellers' support, because the more that the sellers are posting their items to that group, again, the more clear it becomes to the members of that community who may or may not be active with VintageJewelryAddicts.com yet. My goal, obviously, I want to see all 18,000 people, but that's really not possible. But let's just say a fraction, let's say 5,000 or 6,000 of those 18,000 people move over to Vintage Jewelry Addicts and become members, become buyers, become sellers, become collectors. So if you are not, again, a member of the Vintage Jewelry Addicts Facebook group, if you go to our seller Start Here channel, it is linked there. You can PM me. I will send that link to you. As long as you're joining as a profile, you can join. If you're joining as a page, we don't allow pages because pages tend to be spammy. Another thing that I want to bring to everyone's attention is that if you are a tier 2, tier 3 subscriber, our second social media training, which will happen next month, is going to be about actually building a Facebook group where you can invite your VIP clients from anywhere, and then you can promote your district links there as well. I think social media is the best way to promote from any platform because you're really reaching people that know, like, and trust you. And we definitely want to help you to reach people that know, like, and trust you in our Facebook community. And good morning, guys. We've got some new Vintage Jewelry Addicts who've joined the chat. Black Cat Vintage, welcome. We have to get you hosting a live sale. Please message me if you're interested. Jillian and Abby Styles, welcome, welcome, welcome. So that's that. I don't see any questions or comments, but we will be, basically promoting that more and more. You will see that in the seller chat, in the community chat. I will also be mentioning it on all of my founders chats. But that change where no one can post directly into the group, they have to use a district link, a vintagejewelryaddicts.com link. That starts October 15th. So we've made the announcement. We're starting to let our static sellers there know, hey, we want you to come over to vintagejewelryaddicts.com, join us there, become a seller, use the links to promote your items. The third thing that I want to bring up, finally, so let me show you guys. Hey, Abby. Okay, did you apply directly with Vintage Jewelry Addicts or did you apply with District? Because there can be a confusion where some people, they actually apply with a link that has nothing to do with us as a community. If you have messaged someone, they would have seen it. That would have been myself. I haven't seen your message, or Jamie of Flippin' Vintiques. She may or may not be in the chat, so she could always check her chats just to see if she missed it. But you most likely probably applied in the wrong place. So what I will do right now for you is I'm going to show you how you can apply to Vintage Jewelry Addicts. Okay, great. That's awesome that you brought that to our attention, but the marketplaces were not connected. So I can't help you with that, but we would love to have you here with Vintage Jewelry Addicts. Just to remind you, just so that, or really anyone, okay? When you go to the homepage, this is desktop, you want to find the application link here. For me, it just says copy application link because I'm the owner, but there is somewhere on District a way to apply to the marketplace, but it's like you're applying to no marketplace but District. And I think that's where some people get confused. And I've encountered some people who have done that and they thought that they were applying to my marketplace, but they weren't. So Abby, this is our link. And I just put that in there for you. All right, let me go back to District. Yay, okay, good, yeah. Yeah, so if you apply, you will basically be accepted within 48, 72 hours. Jamie's amazing. She's Flippin' Vintiques. She will send you a message for next steps. And where am I going? Yeah, and that's our chat. So look for her message in the chat. Sometimes we have sellers who apply, and I don't know if they actually see their messages. So they don't realize that they have been messaged for next steps. And then you can also check out our interested in selling thread, which is right here. And there's a ton of information. You just have to scroll up, and then the live sellers start here. Once you're accepted, you actually will be able to check out this thread. You just can't comment, but it has information for you. And this is also really helpful for us because we know where it is, so we can guide you here. Okay, so this is what I wanted to go over. It's 11/11. Happy 11/11, guys. Happy 11/11. Okay, so scheduled. Please set your alarms for 6 p.m. EST on Thursday, the 24th. So Diana of Arctic Angels Treasures, she's going to be, briefly, because look, this could take hours, but talk about tips for identifying Art Deco, Edwardian, Victorian jewelry, and how to spot dupe jewelry, and really how to educate yourself. And I know you guys can't read this part, but how to educate yourself on vintage Hallmark jewelry lookalikes. So an example would be a company, who mass produces whatever, and they've taken like a Trifari piece that's very classic and collectible, and they've made duplicates of it, and you find it and you're like, oh my gosh, I just found this piece. That's amazing. How do you know if it's real? How do you know that it was mass produced? How do you know the difference between vintage and the lookalikes? Because these companies are taking vintage and they're basically just like remaking it almost to the T, because they know that people like that design and they just don't have any creative energy to create anything new, unfortunately. The other thing about this training is how do you spot a Victorian revival piece versus a Victorian piece. For example, I sold a Victorian, 80s revival piece that, at first glance could look like the real thing, but there's definitely key things to look for so that you are not misselling or misidentifying something, or maybe even misbuying something, right? This is not just for the sellers, this is for our buyers and our collectors. And we hope that it inspires you to just be more aware of how to, again, just expand your knowledge base. We do not expect perfection here. I am constantly learning. I am not an expert on vintage jewelry. I am an enthusiast. So I will be learning right alongside with you. And I want to thank Diana for just taking some time to review some things with us. The replay will be available, but if you tune in live on Thursday, then you can ask her questions. And she will be hosting a live sale on another marketplace that very night, so that if you want to follow her and see some of her pieces, you can. But she will be live at 9 p.m. this Saturday night. She's a wealth of knowledge, has incredible pieces, one-of-a-kind pieces, so definitely check her out. Welcome in, C. Gabriel. Welcome in. So that was my Founders Chat, guys, a short one. I just wanted to touch base. Good morning. Thank you all for the well wishes. I've been wearing my ring. It's a little bit loose on my left hand. It fits better on my right. It's amazing how different your ring sizes are between your hands because of having an active hand versus a non-active hand. But there she is. She's looking good. Had a courthouse wedding. It was amazing. Cost us very, very, very little money. And I am very happy with it. So ready to take on fall 2024 with Vintage Jewelry Addicts. I will end with, if you are interested, so like Abby, I'm so sorry, Lindsay, right? Is it Lindsay? Jen, I just gave you a new name. Jen and Abby, if you become sellers, we would love to have you as subscribers. The weekend live sale spots are heavily promoted. You get the best visibility, the best eyeballs. You become part of a train, and all that is $6 a month, and that's it. Tier 2 and Tier 3 have some awesome swag and training opportunities and one-on-one connection opportunities, as well as lower commission. So you can look into that too. All you have to do is visit our homepage. It says subscribe. And once you subscribe, we will also greet you and enter you into a subscriber chat. Jen, Jamie may have messaged you, but I will message you as well just to make sure that you have that Android link. But we definitely need to get your live selling turned on. And anyone who wants to become a live seller, the way that the process works is that you do attend an onboarding session with a district personnel, but we realize that so many of us are very busy. So there is a way around that. I haven't created my own onboarding training. I really need to get on that, but I do have training videos and I have a training guide so that if you want, you can review that and then you can run a test live and boom. If you become a Tier 2 subscriber, we actually can do a one-on-one with you right here on District to explain to you how to use the live selling functionality so that you're not doing it all alone. That's, again, the Tier 2. But I don't think live selling is that difficult. So if you're like, hey, I don't have time to do the onboarding with district personnel, we're okay with you skipping that. We just want to make sure that you always do a live a test live before, so that when you're actually live, you're less likely to run into problems with how to bring things to stage and blah, 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 blah. So hi, Tarenda. Welcome in. Thank you, guys. Hello. I forgot I was chatting with Instagram. Instagram, please click the link in this profile, Vintage Jewelry Addicts, and you can join. You can join as a buyer. You can join as a seller. You can join as a collector. We would love to have you. You're welcome, Jen. Okay, good. I know I can be like a broken record. Hi, Renee. On these founders chats where I'm like, this and this and this and this. But and those of us that are already established sellers, thank you for hanging out and just being here. You guys, if you are not a seller, or if you're a customer who maybe wants to become a seller, you can always reach out to our established sellers, because they will probably tell you like it is, anything that you need to know. But again, there are no fees to sell here. You can do pop-up live sales Monday through Thursday. Don't have to subscribe. I just like the weekend live sales for visibility. But I encourage all sellers to host both ways, so that they can, essentially create a VIP customer list that is long and extensive, so that every time they host a live sale, things just get better and better. So on that note, guys, happy Friday. It's too hot. Too hot. If you guys weren't here at the beginning, that was our theme song. Too hot. Again, Maria of Maria Lunica Magica will be live today at 5 p.m. Followed by Cherie. We will have her start at 6:30. Kristen will start at 8, and the amazing Debbie of Gypsy Warrior Healer Dealer will start at 9:30. So we've got back to back to back to back. It's in your head, I know. It's good because it's just enough kind of like elevator music, where you're like, okay, too hot, too hot. I'll have to have a song at the beginning of every founders chat now, just to make it interesting. Renee, okay, let me screenshot that. We will be in touch with you. Make sure that you get started. We have so many sellers who are not active. I mean, it blows my mind. So those of us that are active, like you guys are crushing it. But the more live sales we have, the more attention will come to our community, because when people come on District and they see that we're live, they pop over. So the more live sales, the better. Trust me, there is enough for everyone. And the way that this community will grow is if we're all succeeding, essentially. So WD Addict, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Founders Chat. I'm going to have to wrap this. I appreciate all of our new viewers. Just a reminder that we kick off our live sales tonight. If you just popped in, and you can head over to live streams, and then you can see who is scheduled for today. We have Maria at 5, Cherie, she will be actually at 6:30. We have Kristen at 8. We have Debbie of Gypsy Warrior at 9:30. Tomorrow, Jay at 6. Kristen will be in here somewhere. Or I'm so sorry, not Kristen. Who's in the middle? I forget now. No, not Diana. Who's in the middle? Hold on. She just hasn't scheduled yet. Jamie. Jamie hasn't scheduled yet. Jamie will be will be in between Jay and Diana. Diana will be 9 p.m. Then we have Melody on Sunday. Jay is back, double header, 7:30, September 22nd. And Kristen hasn't scheduled quite yet, but Kristen will be live on Sunday night as well. Okay. And I will be back Monday night for the Founders Finds. I need to change this thumbnail. Right now it says Monday Night Seller Marketplace Highlights, but essentially what I do is I share the finds, we run some auctions, we have some fun. And Jamie, she might be hosting our next one. Actually, Jamie, I have to talk to you about that. So essentially all you have to do is become admin, and then you can actually bring in anyone's listings to your live, so you can actually do a live sale for other people, which is really cool. And I think that might be something that we're going to organize in a little bit more of an organized fashion moving forward. So if you're interested in that, send me a DM. It just means we have to kind of go back and forth, make you founder, or I'm sorry, not make you founder, make you admin, and then make sure that all the items that you're bringing to stage for someone else are actually available. Yeah, Jamie. Yeah. All right. I was supposed to get off 10 minutes ago. Thank you guys so much. Have an amazing day that you'll never get back. Maria, see you live at 5. Peace. See you guys live again Monday night. Bye.